Howdy everybody, it's Old Soul, and today we are sitting down and I'm going to show you a few projects that I have going on. Now normally you guys see me out in the shop making brooms, but today I'm going to show you my quilt making. Now I am very new to quilt making. I made my first quilt last year and I kind of got bit by the bug, which anybody who's involved with making anything, once you get bit by the bug, there's no going back. But today we're going to sit in and show you guys all the stuff that I have coming up the line, and I'll share a picture of my first quilt for my papal that I gave to him for Christmas last year, and I'll show you my next two quilts for my mammal and my other mammal. So that is the goal today, and also I got some fun stuff for quilt making as well that I have for future projects. So something I learned today is that I am also very much have no self-control. Anything with making, I just love making stuff. And since I ordered some stuff and it came in today, I thought I'd show it to you today. So at the end of the video, I'll show you what I got from Missouri Quilt Star Company. So that is exciting. Alright, so here's a picture of my new quilt, or my first quilt last year for my papal. It is a simple square quilt, and it was my first quilt ever, and I loved it. I loved everything about it. Probably the most stressing part was the binding, and it was not perfect, that's for sure, but he loved it, and that's all that matters. My friend long-armed it for me, and that was really sweet of her, and she taught me all kinds of stuff, and she's got this sewing room where her long-arm machine is, and she has all this material, and she has binders full of patterns and all that stuff. If you hear cars and stuff, my window's open. It's so nice out today. It feels like a spring day, and I have just been enjoying the fresh air. It makes me feel so good. I love winter because of all the time I get to spend crafting and making and all that stuff, but I get so excited when spring and summer comes because I just love being outside and working in the garden and doing all that stuff. Okay, so my next quilt is for my mammal Faye, and then after that it'll be for my mammal Phyllis. And I kind of been trying to do simultaneously stuff and get things ready and for both quilts, but I've started on Mammal Faye's blue quilt. She loves blue and I love blue, and both of my mammals are very simple. They have a little bit different taste, but they're just simple, and they love beautiful things and just simple things as well. So Mammal Faye and I are a lot alike when it comes to the color blue. We both love blue very much, and just like our eyes catch the same thing. Mammal Phyllis and I are a lot alike as well, because we like beautiful things, we like old things, we love history and all that stuff, and I just love it. So for my Mammal Faye, I'm doing a blue quilt with small blue flowers on it and also branches. I found this material at Joann Fabrics, and I went ahead and picked it up. And they're not big quilts, they're just lap quilts, so they're not very big, but they're the perfect, I like to call them prayer quilts, or just lap quilts or whatever. I don't have an exact size. I don't go by a pattern. I just cut and see how it feels, and I kind of got the idea of how for my last quilt how big it was going to be, and I kind of know what it's going to do this time. It might be a little bit different because I'm doing a different pattern. I'm doing I forget what pinwheel is I think is the name of that. And boy, I have a lot to learn on getting that to fully match up in the center and still be square, but I think it's beautiful still. She'll love it no matter what. That's all that matters. But this material has like this branch with these blue like flowery things on there, buds on there, and I just love it. And this is just a solid blue. And then for the backing and the border, I'm using, like, when I first started getting into quilt making, I found this material and I fell in love with it, and I couldn't help myself, and I bought everything that was left on the bolt because I knew I'd use it for something. But anyway, my original plan was to make a dress out of this, and I think I still have enough to make one, but look how beautiful this is. This is my absolute anything like this is like my favorite thing. I automatically go towards that. I think it's so beautiful. And look how pretty that is. So that's gonna be the border in the backing, because I think it just give it that real traditional look to it. And I don't know if the binding will be out of that, or if I'll make a just like a blue, all blue binding. I'm not really sure how I'll do that part, but that is the goal for this one. So I've got a whole stack of these squares made up. Now I know I'm not going by a pattern, but I'm just kind of making a whole bunch of these blocks. So they're not going to be like you'll see the pinwheels a little bit, but then you'll also see kind of like a mosaic thing, because I'm not breaking them up like most people do with pinwheels. I think that's the name for this, because after I kind of put it together, I was like, oh, that looks like something I've seen before. So it's funny how your brain, like, you can create something and you don't even realize like you've seen it before, and so that's really cool. So that I've got a whole stack of them. I still have a whole bunch to still sew up. I have a feeling it's not going to be perfect, that it's not going to match up perfectly, but I think my mama will love it anyway. It don't matter to me if it's square in the end at this point. I'm just excited to try it, and hopefully the next one that I do like this, it'll be more square and more perfect. Constantly learning every day with that. Now, that's for my Mama Faye. The next quilt that I'll be kind of working simultaneously, a little bit each, is for my Mama Phyllis, and she loves kind of bright colors, like beautiful pinks and purples and stuff like that. So she's a lot like my mama. That's her mama. So kind of works. And so I got her this. So this is has some beautiful roses and greens, but there's a touch of purple here that I just really love. And so I thought, why not pull out that purple with a solid purple? So I don't know what kind of pattern or whatever I'm going to do. I don't know if I'll do a pinwheel, or if I'll just do square, or if I'll do half triangle. I don't know what I'll do with this one. It's going to be fun. I like the pattern. There's more to see. And so I'm trying to figure out what will make the best looking thing. I might look at some patterns, stuff like that I could pull out. And if I had to, I'll buy more yardage if I realize, oh, I need a little bit more of that if I do that pattern. So, and as far as the backing and stuff goes, I don't know. I would love to find a pretty backing as well that doesn't make it look so busy or doesn't ruin the quilt or anything like that. So if you have any ideas or suggestions, put it in the comment box of what your favorite material that's called, and purple material, and maybe I can look it up and find something that works best. But I'll keep you updated on that quilt as I get to it. I'm just really starting on Mammal Faye's because I have everything for it, and I still haven't figured out how I want to do Mammal Phyllis's. So it's just, that's how I got started on that. And so I hope to have those done before summer. That is the goal. Mammal Phyllis's birthday is close to my birthday, so I want to have it done before May. And I just want to have Mammal Faye's done for her before spring. And as far as the batting goes on those, I don't know if I want to make them summer quilts or winter quilts. They're both very pretty to be more springy in summer, so I don't know if I'll do as thick of a batting as I did for my papaw. I doubled the batting on papaws because that way, because I gave it to them in winter and it'd be extra warm. And so I don't know how I'll do it. I think I'm still gonna do a batting, but just maybe not as thick. So we'll see. And then I'll send it off to my friend who has a long arm that I've already put a deposit on, because I was like, hey, I'm gonna have another quilt coming hopefully soon. So go ahead and get stuff ready, and I'll drop it off at some point in time. So that's the goal. All right. So that is what the projects are looking like right now. And oh, I should show you this material that I got for a dress. I have this idea of a dress in my head, and I'm trying to find the right pattern that I can do it with. Until I get more familiar with dressmaking and quilt making, it'll make more sense in my head how I can change things if I don't necessarily want it that way or whatever. So if there's any dressmakers out there or quilt makers out there, tell me about your experiences, and what made you get started in it and all that. But let me show you this material. I love this material. I bought everything that was left. They had 2 colors, 2 dyes, because it was getting to the end of it. But I love it so much. I thought it'd be pretty to make curtains out of, or a table runner, but I really want to make a dress out of this. I think it'd be a beautiful summer dress. Yeah, I don't know. I'll see what I do. I had 2 patterns that I really love that I want to make into this, but see how pretty that is? I just love stuff like this. But I should have enough blue of that other blue that I really love a lot to make another dress, or at least a skirt or something. So we'll see how that goes. Okay, now I'm going to show you what I got for future projects down the line. I ran across Missouri Star Company, which y'all, if you're quilters or sewers or anything, you probably have seen it already. But if you haven't, it's really cool company. And the lady that owns, and the family that owns, are super sweet. At least is what I could tell. I've never met them, but they just seem very sweet, and they deserve everything that they've got. But I ran across that, and I thought, I'm gonna just like peek on their website and get ideas, because they do all these free tutorials. I'm like, man, that's so nice of them. Well, anyway, I went through the whole rabbit trail of making stuff, or of all the materials and stuff, and I bought some things. So I'm going to show it to you now. Now, on their website, you're able to bundle things so you save on shipping as well. So you look into that if you haven't bought from them already. But, okay. I'm really excited. I've already opened this and looked through it because I just couldn't help myself. But, okay. You ready? I'm so excited. Okay, so I found this. I love Western stuff. As you can tell, I have hats. I love hats and bandanas, and I just love all things old. That's why I'm old soul. And this is the John Wayne collection, which is by Riley Blake Designs that they had on there. And everything that I got here was on sale. And so I don't plan on buying too much more at this point, because I have so many ideas with what I have here, and it'll take me time to go through it. But I do love having it, and it's exciting. So it has all kinds of different patterns like these, and there's some different colors in there, and different types of patterns of different Western John Wayne style materials. So that's will be really cool. I would love to make a quilt out of this, just a small quilt or something like that. And I think, you know, as I learn more on how to cut things out and maybe design different types of quilts, it'll become more easier. But I'm thinking a simple square quilt out of this, because there's so much pictures on these that I'd like them to show up very well, not just like have small cuts or anything. But that is what I've got. And I don't know what these are called, if they're fat packs or if they're something else. I'm not really sure. I don't think they're charm packs. I think they're fat packs. I don't really know what they're called again, but so I got that. And I don't know if I'll make that for anybody in particular, but just maybe for myself. I really just love that stuff. But who knows? Maybe there'll be somebody that I think of that would like it. And then I got these 5-inch square packs by the Stonehenge by Linda Ludovico or something like that. And they're very beautiful. It kind of looks like a marbly effect, but there's different colors in there that I hope you can see. There's some almost rust color, blue, teal, like all beautiful things. But I got 2 packs of those because I thought if I make a quilt out of these, I'd like to design different things with having 2 packs, or if I want to expand it or make it smaller, whatever I feel like doing, I'll make something out of that. Don't know what I'll do. Maybe I'll make a table runner or something out of that. This quilt I know for sure is for me, that is in my head, because it has farm animals on it. And I love farm. It has sheep and pigs and roosters and sunflowers and just all kinds of different materials in here. You can kind of see what it has. But I got this, and I'm gonna make me a quilt out of this. It won't be anything big, or I I have not thought about venturing out to making anything bigger than a lap quilt, but maybe one day I will. We'll see. But this will be cool. I think it'll be cute, and I just think I'd love it a lot. Okay, then I got this. Now, I have an idea of who I'll make this one for. And I'm thinking my mom, but I'm not really sure yet. I think she'll like it. She loves purple. Purple's her favorite color, and this is beautiful. Oh, let me tell you what this one is, by Spring Hill Farm by Diana Swartz. That's the collection. And it has 42 pieces in it, and all that I'm showing you is cotton, so 100% cotton. But this one is the Hydrangea Mist by Suzanne Wingett. And I think it's beautiful. I think my mom would love this. So it's got purple and pink and blue, and it just has this, I just think this will be a beautiful quilt for my mom. So I think that's the plan for this one. So we'll get there. We're gonna make all this stuff. That's the plan. But I really love this. I think that's beautiful. Alright, so I also bought some yardage, because like I said, I fall in love with something and I at least have to have 1 yard of it, because I make some, like I know I can at least make a lap quilt out of 1 or 2 yards of 2 different fabrics. So that's kind of the thought. My cat, my huge cat, Lucy Lou, is the biggest fluff ball ever, and he just jumped in the window. He's really excited that the window's open, so he's sniffing and watching birds. I put bird seed out today, and I haven't seen one of them go out in there and eat the bird seed. I've heard them, and I can't get them to go down there, and they usually love that. But maybe since it's so warm, they're finding their own food. Okay, so these are all 2 yards packages, and this is Blank Quilting Corporation. This is one of their brands that they have at Missouri Star Company. And this is beautiful. So this is all 2 yards, 100% cotton. Look at this. See, I told you my eyes go to all things blue. Isn't that pretty? Here, let me show you this way. Isn't that just so pretty? I know that'll make something beautiful. I just know it will. And then I've got another blue thing. Surprise, surprise. It's got little tiny flowers on it. A little bit more bigger flowers. And more background is shown on this one. And I just really love that one. But I do love that. Okay, and then I got this one. And it almost has a really... Do you remember those old glasses with the pictures of old estates or like people on it? Those blueware glasses. They're usually white and plates and stuff. And they have that. That's what this reminds me of. Look how pretty this is. Isn't that so pretty? I'm excited. I'm excited to see what happens and what I make with this stuff. I might make me a quilt. I don't know what I'm going to do. But I'm really excited. And I've just kind of fallen in love with it. I mean, you can do so much with this. And I'm excited to get better at it and enjoy it. Not make it crazy as far as try to overstim myself as far as, you know, make it to where I don't like it anymore. And I just enjoyed doing it. And it just gets your mind off of things, and you're able to just sew, and you feel like you're making something important for somebody. And so that's what I've got from Missouri Star Company. So if you don't know anything about them, go check them out. And they have interviews and all kinds of stuff. And if you want to learn new patterns, you can check them out on YouTube. And then they also have all kinds of stuff on their website. So you should check them out. Okay, I think that's it for the day. I have some antique fabric that I would love to show you guys. That was from the 1940s and 50s. So I want to show you those in another video at some point, that I'm trying to decide what I want to make out of those. And just kind of see what everybody's idea is. So if you made it this far in the video, thank you for stopping by and pulling up a chair and just flapping a jaw for a while. If you are into quilting or have any great stories about that, please share it. I love hearing everybody's stories. and you can go check out my website at oldsoulspeddlershop.com. As of right now, I have nothing in stock. My plan is to have a few small items in stock in the next month, and but I do have a small blog there, not a lot, but once in a while I've been trying to write something on there. But thank you guys so much for stopping by, and I hope you guys have a blessed day. Enjoy the beautiful weather, or just enjoy staying cozy and keep your family close and enjoy the blessings that the Lord has given you. All right, God bless. Bye-bye.